Hello, in this video I'm going to tell about medium pips by YINHE Pluto EURO 1.5mm. I haven't tried 1.8mm yet, but I'm sure it will differ. This rubber has been tried only at tournaments against equal opponents. My TTW ranking is 600 plus now. I didn't happen to have an opportunity to make a video, so I may tell about the rubber in details. As visual material, I have other video, so there are two rubbers, Pluto and Pluto EURO. Their top sheets look similar with written Pluto on them, but they play differently. Pluto costs about $8 but plays like $15. But obviously, it falls short compared to the rest of medium pips, like Dr. Neubauer Aggressor or KO, which cost about $36. I think they are the best in terms of quality and playing characteristics. Pluto has noticeable disadvantage, but it worth its price and even more. Pluto EURO though comes with Dr. Neubauer's medium pips, but costs cheaper. I've played with Aggressor and KO a lot, they both are great. Now I'm playing with Pluto EURO. It's not worse, I'm playing it on blade Dr. Neubauer Magical Touch. It's all plus, soft blade with a little flexibility. Forehand I have black YINHE Big Dipper. It's an attacking rubber, hybrid of Tenza and hard Chinese rubber. It bought me with its durability and longevity. I think Pluto EURO is equal to Dr. Neubauer's Aggressor. Aggressor may be a bit faster. I can't be precisely sure, but they have the same grip and are similar in game. The only great difference is that Aggressor is heavier. Compared to KO, Pluto EURO is faster, has more grip and weighs less. Though it has little friction if to compare to short pips. In general, it affects playing characteristics of the rubber. I can play drives and topspins on my soft blade, even bananas. It's very effective. But again, there is a little grip. If you don't get used to it, the ball will fall in the net or away from the table. So you need to acquire some skills. Learn how to angle the hand, how to move. That's acquire some technique. Recently I decided to try short pips Uranus EURO, and every ball flew away from the table, as it grips like any other short pips with strong grip. And it speeds up the ball with its grip, but Pluto EURO with little grip doesn't speed up. So when you play topspin, it's noticeably slower, or even falling short behind the net, as well as shorter and more disruptive. The pips have reasonable speed, but depending on the move. In flat hits and drives, the balls are fast. In topspins, the balls are slower or even falling short behind the net. The sponge is fast, but the top sheet doesn't speed up. The rubber is great in no-spin moves. When the ball is higher than the net, you need to power attack. Pluto EURO is perfect for it. It maximally decreases pips' reaction at incoming ball and makes it easier to hit the table. The drive is good, but it's hard to hit the table because of the little grip. It's harder to drive comparing to short pips, but much easier comparing to long pips. You can't add spin like with short pips, so it's longer and with less spin. In addition, there is a risk to lose a ball, but Pluto reacts to incoming spin minimally, and the balls are more disruptive for an opponent. So choose for your needs. As for serve's return, if an opponent troubles side spin, you may reverse with wrist topspin and serve the slow, unclear ball, which may suddenly jump off, even past opponent's racket. In general, Pluto EURO makes it easier to return spinny serves, but makes it harder to return the other. For example, it's easy to attack long, fast, diagonal serve with pips in rubber or short pips. Again, after returning spinny serves, an opponent may receive unclear ball. The spin, trajectory, jump off are a bit unclear and unexpected. Very often you can play aggressive open attack and eager to play number one. You may play backhand topspin, but it's harder to do comparing to pips in and short pips. The ball after topspin with Pluto EURO is slow or very slow. The spin, trajectory, jump off differ. It makes opponent's life much more difficult. Very often, opponent in such a moment starts playing less confidently or passively or starts failing to hit. If the situation repeats, opponent may start losing confidence, causing aggravation of his game. In general, you may play fast topspins if to serve higher. It's like topspins without the ball. Pushing is great. It's comfortable to push the ball. And if to push with some spin, the ball acquires some pleasant characteristics, so opponent will consider it. I can say the ball is difficult, as theoretically it's even easier than with pips in rubber. But it's unusual for an opponent. Though the ball is easy, it requires different technique, so you need to have some skills. And when playing, you are trying to understand incoming ball and how to return it, you lose time, and as a result have more chances to mistake. In general, pushing is good, but you can't play only with pips. Opponents will get used to it and will win. The only exception is only when you can perceive where an opponent stays, where he will move, and direct the ball in uncomfortable for him angle. Therefore, in pushing with backhand pips, you may compete greatly with good forehand attack. Let's speak about chops. You can play heavy underspin against no spin, as well as not easy to make moderate underspin. You should chop really fast, otherwise the ball will be out of the table. The technique in chops is similar to technique with pips in. As for horizontal degree angle, it's comfortable to chop, it's controlling. And again, ability to spin in chop against no spin serve and underspin is quite limited. But you still may underspin, or you may chop and serve no spin ball. I often get higher balls after chops with Pluto EURO, as well as some side overfly. Opponents are not silly, even think that the ball is no spin after pips, and still they mistake. Month after month, even year after year, they can get used to it. Opening attack. You may attack with topspin, even against not high balls. The pips reverse incoming underspin, so there is good slow or medium speed topspin overthrow. Such topspins are really effective. You may play it quite often. If the ball height hollows, you may add power and play fast underspin. Near the table, at height 15–20 cm, you may attack with no-spin short push. That's serve precise, not heavy ball, though I think some underspin may reverse, and it helps to hit the table. You may power attack low a bit to serve fast ball, it's effective in game. Sometimes you may push low with open racket, but only sometimes. Thus you may confuse an opponent with a non-traditional move and unusual ball. In defense, Pluto is good, so you may chop and come closer to the table. In chops you may vary outcome in spin. I noticed it in my game, but I can say what it will be like in serious defense. Blocks. They are strong suit if this rubber. You may play slow or even float blocks. I can say about outcome in spin. Probably no spin or little loop and underspin. There is a high chance for opponent to mistake. But this block is not a heal all. The ball doesn't fly on the table. You need to learn how to block. Let's conclude. Despite some disruption and other characteristics, I can say these pips are super cool, and that every short pips player should throw away his pips and buy Pluto EURO. This disruption has its price. It's more difficult and risky to play some moves with it, but this rubber is one of the most qualitative and successful. It will suit those who like such a game style, so consider this and not disruption when choosing this rubber.